Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. How are you? I hope you are fine by the grace of Almighty. I think you are safe in your home. Today I am going to start a new class, a new topic. I think if you watch the video first to last, then you will get a new idea on today's topic. So let's proceed to this class. Dear students, today I'll discuss on your English, our classwork number 45, and I'd like to introduce myself at the very beginning. I am Shahidul Islam, senior teacher of English, Milestone School and College. At the very beginning, I would like to discuss on previous lesson, and your previous lesson was paragraph. Who can tell what is called paragraph? Can you? Anyone? Yes, of course. Paragraph is a group of sentences in which a single topic is developed. Very good, you are right. Or if I define it in any other way, then I will say a paragraph is a unit of writing in a large body of work. It expresses a particular topic or theme. So you have got the idea regarding the paragraph. Let's watch a sample paragraph. And last class, you studied regarding global warming. Global warming here is the caption, and you should write the paragraph in one para. The beginning sentence of the paragraph should be more attractive, should be more effective, and also you should write a concluding para at the last, and that should be also attractive. And in the whole paragraph, you should develop only one topic, global warming. You should not discuss any other topic in it. Then your paragraph will be more effective and more meaningful. Dear students, today's topic identification. I would like to get today's topic from your side. There is a picture, and I think you have already got regarding the topic. Seeing the picture, students are in the field and they are ready to start a sack race. So it is included in co-curricular activities. Yes, definitely. And there is another picture, and it is denoting to a symbol of a topic. Can you guess what will be the topic of this symbol? Yes, you are right. It will be email. I have shown the email with the cable of the mouse, email. Okay, fine. So boys and girls, today our topic will be email on co-curricular activities. So let's start discuss over the topic email on co-curricular activities. Dear students, before starting the class, I would like to discuss over the co-curricular activities. Let's discuss on the co-curricular activities. Examples of co-curricular activities might include National Honor Society, Student Council, school sports, school sport teams, math clubs, chess club, talent shows, spelling bees, writing competition, debates, mock drills, and school newspaper also, according to also the drama production. These are the part of co-curricular activities. Here is a picture, and it is also denoting that the boys and girls are in co-curricular activities. They are running. They are in a race. So, as a student, you have to involve yourself into co-curricular activities side by side your academic studies. Dear students, as we should discuss today regarding the email on co-curricular activities, so let's learn regarding the email first. What is called an email? Email is a short form of electronic mail. And also, electronic mail or email is a method of exchanging messages. Of course, by sending email to others, we can exchange our views with our nears and dears between people using electronic devices. To send email, we should need mobile phone, tab, computer, like these devices we should use to send email or to receive email from others or to others. Dear students, the history of email. I would like to discuss here where from the first email was sent and when it was sent. The first email was sent less than 40 years ago. Wow! 40 years ago, at the very first time, email was sent. Then, in 2007, the world's billion PCs exchanged 35 billion or 35 trillion emails. The average corporate or the average corporate workers now receives upwards of 200 emails per day. It's so much big amount. On average, Americans spend more time reading emails than they do with their other works, because email is most important medium of communication. Beloved students, now kinds of email. You know, email is two kinds or two types, and they are informal email or personal email, and other one formal email or official email. But today I would like to discuss on personal email or informal email. So let's start on personal email. Before starting the writing personal email, I would like to discuss on rules of writing email, how email should be written. We should follow some rules to write a perfect email, and below rules are the most essential for email writing. Number one, using an email address. Whenever you would like to send an email to other, then email address should be written. Number two, one idea rather than addressing several issues in an email. Of course, we will write only one idea. That means in that email, we will give on topic, we will develop on topic. And thirdly, editing email messages. How email message should be edited. And number four, parts of an email. How many parts and what should be written in an email, that will also be discussed. And number five, format of an email. How email should be written. So let's discuss one after another over the 5 points of this rules of writing email. Email address at the very first. An email address is a unique identifier for an email account. Yes, of course. So it is used to both send and receive email messages over the internet. So if you would like to send or receive any email, then internet connection should be confirmed. Similar to physical email, an email message requires an address for the both sender and the recipient in order to be sent successfully, of course. And every email address has two main parts. Number one, a username, and number two, domain name. What are the username and what are the domain name? Let's learn. The username comes first, followed by an @ that's mean @ symbol, followed by the domain name. In the example below, milestone is the username. And gmail.com is the domain name. Full address is milestone@gmail.com. So milestone is the username and gmail.com is the domain name. So if you would like to send any email to other, or you would like to receive any email from others, then email address should be confirmed, should be opened at the very first time. Dear students, focusing email messages. What does it mean? It means that an email message is generally limited to one idea rather than addressing several issues. So, if you address more than one topic in a single email or in single email message, change other recipients will forget to respond to all points discussed. So, do not discuss many other issues in one email. Just one issue should be discussed in one email. Discussing one topic allows you to write a descriptive subject line. Yes, and the receiver can file the single subject message in a separate mailbox if desired. If you must send a lengthy message, divide it into logical sections for easy comprehension. So you will follow it whenever you will write the email. Dear students, editing email message. That means how will you compose message or text for the email. Edit all your email text for proper grammar, pronunciation and spelling. Nothing discredits you faster than sloppy email. That means you have no any discredits if you give the answer, if you respond a little bit late. But if you write in wrong way, that is your discredit. Yes, you have a spell check, I know, but not everyone hooks it up. Proofread. Nothing says I am not a business professional faster or more loudly than poor composition or writing skills. Yes, of course, you will identify yourself properly, you will address properly so that the recipient can understand that you are a perfect person, you are a capable person to compose email. Dear students, parts of an email. How many parts are there? There are 6 parts on an email. If you would like to write an effective email, then 6 parts should be maintained in your writing. And number 1 is address. That means email address. If you would like to send any email, then email address should be added. Then subject should be given. On which topic you are going to write the email to other, then that's why you should write the subject. Then salutation. That means you should mention the recipient with my dear, hello dear, dear sir, like this. And number 4, description of the topic. Okay, it denotes to the body of the email. And number 5, subscription. That's mean at the very last time, whenever you have completed the body of the email, then you will write yours ever, regards, lovingly, like this. That is called subscription. And number 6 is the final number. There you will give your name and your identity at the last, so that the recipient can understand that who is the sender of this email. Dear students, I have given here format of an email. So if you would like to compose an email, then this format should be followed. Here are 6 points also that I have already shown in earlier slide. At the very first, you should write to, then the email address. I have given here address, ratul@gmail.com. This is the email address. Then second option is subject, about the co-curricular activities of your school. It is the subject you are writing on this topic to Ratul. Okay, Ratul is now recipient. You are sender. Dear Ratul, this is salutation. You have mentioned Ratul as dear, and now you will compose the body of the email, and it is known as description of the topic or body. Then it will be in 2 para, first para, and here is second para. And in 5th number, yours sincerely, regards or best regards. It is known as subscription. And finally, you will write your name, Sadman, name and identity. You will of course give your identity. That's where from, Uttara Dhaka. Suppose this address may be given. And dear students, here I have shown a full email, an email about the co-curricular activities of your school. So your school is also going to conduct lots of curricular activities. So on your curricular activities, you are going to send an email to your friend, to ratul@gmail, subject, about the co-curricular activities of our school. Dear Ratul, you are writing, you means here Sadman. Cordial love to you. Hope you are well. Hope you are all okay by the grace of Almighty Allah. I received your long felt email yesterday. In your email, you wanted to know about the co-curricular activities of your school. Let me write a short description about the same. Besides academic activities, co-curricular activities of our school are all along getting important. We regularly play football, cricket, table tennis, badminton, volleyball, and many other games. We take part in indoor and outdoor games. We work in our school garden by turns. We take part in symposium, debates, extempore speeches, then selected speeches arranged by our school. We publish timely, half-yearly, and annual papers. We are also to take part in debating and drawing competition. Every year we go on a picnic and study tour. So these are the body of the email. This is the first para. In second para, we feel much interested in doing these activities. That's mean the above activities. I am so on. Please tender my salam to your parents and love to youngers. Thank you for your email. No more today, more than we meet. So in this way, you will conclude the email. And finally, yours sincerely, Sadman, Uttara Dhaka. Dear students, in this way, you will develop your email properly. I would like to ensure that you have got regarding today's class. You have learned how to develop email, how many parts of email, what will be the format of an email, and how email should be written. So evaluation part, in the evaluation part, I would like to discuss some question What is called curricular activities, co-curricular activities? You know, co-curricular activities might include school sports team, math club, chess club, then talent shows, spelling bees, writing competition, debates, mock trials, school newspaper, and drama production. So these are the parts of co-curricular activities. What is an email? Yes, again, the definition should be given. Can you tell? Yes, email is a short form of electronic mail. You are right. Thank you. Then, how many parts of an email? Yes, you can tell there are 6 parts of an email because you have already got it. And number 3, what is a unique identifier for an email account? Yes, you know, an email address is an unique identifier for an email. Very good, dear students. Do you have any more question to me on our today's discussion? Do you have? No. If you not have any question, then let's go to the next slide. Yes, homework part. Your learn and write homework today, homework number 22. And in this part, you are going to get a question, write an email to your friend about the co-curricular activities of your school. You can follow my given above mentioned email and you can take help from there if you would like to develop an email, if you would like to send an email to a friend, and on test you can send email to a friend, to your near. It's of course a good practice in this time, in this situation. Boys and girls, you will write the SW in your SW copy and you will show it to your subject teachers. Thank you so very much for watching my video and your patience listening. Thank you all.